Mr. Ahmed Abusharbain, thank you so much for joining us. I wanted to start off by, asking a bit about yourself. Could you please tell us, what you do and tell us a bit about yourself, about your business, and how you're helping repair shops in general?
Okay, so I come from the wireless. I was a retailer myself back in the 90s. And I did the retail and up to 2010, somewhere like there. And then I decided to leave and get, not that it just happened slowly but surely, because I was always looking for growth and growth and growth. Once I got to a level where I really needed something new, I started, a wholesale business supporting retailers in this business, the wireless and repair stores. Then suddenly it's just the snowball get bigger and bigger and bigger. I become consulting, advisor, talk about marketing, about set up the place, uniforms, all these things. I just put something together like a package to talk to people when they open their stores. So you can say, how am I helping them? I'm just giving them my experience. I'm telling them exactly how it is, how it needs to be done. Sometimes I'm a little bit harsh when I talk. I don't mean it, because I really want the best for them. And I don't want them to fall in the mistakes and the issues that I had when I was growing.
All right, so it's to basically help stores that are starting up, getting their feet on the ground, trying to make the best of their abilities to be able to open wireless stores and repair stores, and sort of like expand their business. That's what your expertise are in.
Absolutely. And recently, I added the marketing, the social media marketing, speaking, talking to their customers, reaching out to their customers, because a lot of these stores and they just forget. It's not their job to know everything. I didn't know everything either when I started my business. So to start a business, you have a lot of stuff to think about products, about experience, training, all these things. Then marketing comes the last thing, which should be in one of the main process. So I'm bringing this, and I'm speaking about marketing nonstop, all day long, every day, to let them know that it's one of the requirements, one of the most important things that the kid, I forgot about it when I was in retail, but I did it word of mouth, passing flyers, putting a flag in front of my store, put a big banner. But these things are the old days. The new generation, the younger ones, they need to see you on social media in order for them to come and shop from you. And we're talking about millennials. Millennials right now is almost 36, 37 years. So they're old. So we're talking about younger than millennials, and the younger until the 20s. So we need to speak their language. That's what I'm adding now, and I'm pushing very heavily into the market.
All right. So why do you think that a lot of the stores, they focus on marketing last as opposed to all these other aspects? Do you feel that it's because they don't see some immediate gains from it, such as in increasing their prices, getting the best out of their sales? Is that the reason for it?
No, it's not their job to know about marketing a lot. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not one of their faults. I was in their place before. I didn't know social media was that powerful. I had to dip in, I had to train myself and take classes and seminars and adding, and I added to my business itself. So as soon as we added I wanted to talk to people. I wanted to reach as many as I can. And I wanted to reach everybody, as a matter of fact. And the easiest and the fastest and the free way is social media. You run a little bit, after that, you have to do some paid ads, but at least start training yourself. The store owners, they need to inject marketing. It's very important. They forget because they're just not equipped to know everything. And they're not supposed to. It's not smart or stupid. I don't want to say, or it's just lack of knowledge. They just didn't have the time to think about everything. And that's why they need to listen to advisors. They need to listen to the professionals like you and I, and tell them, you need billing. You need to put a POS. POS is important. I mean, POS should be in the store before the product get to the store. And that's something they keep forgetting about. I mean, you need to know your numbers. You need to know your customer count. You need to know how much you're spending and how much you're bringing in. All these things are important.
Right, of course. And do you think that, the focus on marketing is a lot more prominent now with the age of social media?
The age of social media, and on top of that, it's the pandemic that we're going through, the situation that we're going through, that preventing people from coming to the store. You got governments telling people, stay home, don't go out, don't go to work, don't do this, don't do that. And then you have a business need to survive and pass the message to the consumer. The only way and the fastest, I don't want to say the only way, the fastest way, the cheapest way, the most efficient way is the social media. If you print flyers and you do mailers and all these things, you're talking about $1,000 minimum. If you want to do flyers here, at least I'm talking about in our area in the US, even more sometimes. So why don't you just push some social media, put a budget for 500 to 1,500. It depends on your site. I know some stores are spending 25 and 3,000, 2,500 and 3,000 a month. So you can't tell me you can't afford $500. $500 to $1,000 must needed, and it need to be spent like the light bill or the gas bill. You got to spend it every month, whether you like it or not. This is must.
I feel also because with conventional marketing, it's limited by how far you can reach physically. You know, you can go to the next town, maybe distribute flyers or put up signs over there, but you still need to be physically there. With social media, with digital marketing, you can get anywhere you want. You know, you can target any region you want and get more out of it.
Absolutely. And as a matter of fact, just speaking of this, I just literally had a call with, I have clients in Canada. I have clients in the Virgin Islands, and we're doing marketing for them, and it's working very well for them. I'm here sitting in the middle of nowhere in the Midwest, and they're far away from me, and we're helping them. It's like it's a SaaS company, and it can be done, and it can be very, very managed from anywhere remotely. The idea is marketing and billing what repair shops need. Everyone, before you open your store, you got to have a repair POS system, RepairDesk, which is doing very well for a lot of the clients. Everyone is happy with it. You guys keep, RepairDesk keep improving, adding more cool tools, showing where's the money, how much money you made, text messaging, all these things you guys adding. That's important for repair shops and marketing and training. They need to train their employees. They're lacking of training. They need to train their employees. They need to invest in training.
How is the experience different with working with people in Canada and the Virgin Islands compared to being in the Midwest? How are you finding it?
Let's see, it's almost the same. I mean, everybody want to work. Everybody want to make money. I believe, by expanding, for me, this is new to add clients outside the 50 states. I mean, it's everybody want to grow. And social media works for every country, I believe, every region. It's nothing different. I mean, actually, as a matter of fact, I enjoy working with international clients.
Okay, that's really great to hear. So,
yeah.
Talking about repair shops and how they can grow their business, we also find out that repair shops often get stuck with carrying out some of the same old activities. They have this certain work routine, repairing devices, fixing them, sending them in, that sort of stuff. How do you feel that they can diversify their business prospects?
Invest in websites. Start a website immediately. If anybody doesn't have a website, they need to start right now. It should have been happening at least 2 years ago. So websites is important. Marketing. I don't want to keep talking about marketing. Let's talk about other products. They can add prepaid products, add revenue, bring customers. I know it's not repair, but it's something support the repair. There is a lot of stuff that we do in our life that does not bring us income, but it helps other products to come in and bring income. Like speak to their customers. They need to go live on their Facebook sometimes and show their customers what new stuff they have. So that's another thing. I keep bouncing back again to marketing. I apologize if I talk about it a lot, but it's neglected in this market completely. It's like a bad thing to do. Like, I don't want to be on the screen. Are you kidding me? No, that's wrong. This needs to change. Hire someone to do it for you. Add electronics, maybe audios, maybe speakers, accessories. Start always educating yourself, going back again and attend. Now maybe they can't attend trade shows, but maybe sometime soon they need to start attending trade shows, open their eyes and see what's going on. They need to get out of this, I am one-man show and I just want to pay my bills. Nobody opened their business to pay their bills only. You want to grow. And that's what I tell everybody. Invest in your business, training, add more products like electronics, accessories. Prepaid products is big, huge. I started, I made all my money from prepaid, not from repair, to be honest with you. Repair, I added later. And because repair was not exist back in the 90s and when iPhones start coming in and the Galaxies, and that's what got the whole thing, the whole thing started. So prepaid is big money. And they need to be patient. They need to take their time, no rush, and quit copycats. Everybody just start your own signature, your own branding, your own name. Push what you think. Give the customers what they want. Don't give them what you think is good. We run our business, but by the consumers, like RepairDesk. You guys always have a million suggestions coming to you, and you pick the good ones and the one that you can implement and do it. I'm the same thing. Whatever they want, I bring for them. I don't bring what I think is right. I bring what they want, and that's what they need. They need to give their consumers what they want.
It's not a problem at all that you keep talking about marketing, because that's exactly what what we're talking about. What we need to be able to talk to people about, the things that are lacking in repair shops. So it's okay if you want to talk about that, because that'd be perfect. I want to be able to learn a bit more about prepaid offerings as well. Yeah, I wanted to be able to ask you. So if people want to be able to diversify into this sort of field, there's certain infrastructure that will be needed. Repair shops that are looking to get into it need to have some sort of like groundwork to be able to lay. Could you tell us a bit about what is required?
Nothing, just apply. I can send you a link, and we can attach it to this to how to apply to become a prepaid store. They have a computer, easy approval, as long as they're willing to sell it and not to have it on the shelf, because a lot of stores, they get the products and they just have it just to bring in. You guys sell it, because you cannot be, in order for you to be a prepaid provider in a store, retailer, you have to sell the products and you have to offer it to your consumers. And you have to let them know that you can save them. And in order for you to let the people, your neighborhood to know, or your area, or your clients, you have to advertise for it. We're back again to advertising. Everything you add need to be on your Facebook, on your websites, to let customers, to let the customers know you have it. So to be approved for the prepaid, it's a matter of 72 hours. Just apply for it. We get them approved, and we will get them all the products. It's just give me 72 business hours, and I think they will be approved maybe 4 days at the most.
All right. So once the approval process is done, so what's the procedure that comes after that? How do you coordinate with them?
We send them their logins and username for AT&T prepaid, for example, or Verizon prepaid, or H2O wireless. And then we give them access to order some handsets if they want from our warehouse. They can order handsets from anywhere they want, or they can order from us, or VitaPay. We represent VitaPay here, and they have a marketplace. And we train them. It's easy to train. Just order SIM cards. We ask them to order SIM cards, so we know that they're going to do activations. Well, after they order their first order SIM cards, before they get it, we already trained them. So once they receive their products, they're already ready to go.
That's great. So I believe that sort of ties into the whole training aspect that you just mentioned earlier, that is what is necessary.
Yeah, and we're here, and from 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, and we have all kind of groups that they can reach us even after hours. We answer our calls. We have full staff of customer service here and sales representatives. It's easy. We'll walk them through. We'll make sure that they're profitable. Put it this way. I will make sure, and my team will make sure that they're activating, they're making money, and they're enjoying the money. And there is residual income. There is a lot of money behind it. There's the first commission, first month, second month, third month. There's a lot of money in prepaid if they just need to focus. I don't want to say drop your repair and do prepaid, but just keep an eye on both, because there's 2 income now. We give them an extra stream of income coming, and they need to take care of it.
I'm pretty sure they would really appreciate the extra revenue stream that comes in. So how has your business operations been affected, post-COVID? Before, I believe situations were different, but now, you probably have to scale your business up in different ways. How does that work for you?
It was tough, man. It was in the beginning. It was scary a little bit, because we lost a few candidates here. We lost some few salespeople. Some got scared. Some didn't know what's going on. They're worried about their family. The propaganda was going so crazy, and I believe in COVID is existing, and don't get me wrong. But now I'll tell you what. When COVID came in, I went nuts on marketing, talking to my customers, letting them know that things are going to be all right. Business still out there. Open your store. Just be careful. The effect was pretty, hard in the beginning, but now we're bouncing back again. And actually, it's slowly but surely. I don't want to say it's as good as before, but it's getting there. And we didn't give up, and we added other revenue avenues like marketing, for example, to help, because we saw the disconnection between the store and the store owner and the customers from the COVID. So we made the connection with social media and marketing for the stores. So this was becoming very, very strong after COVID.
Any special lessons that you learned along the way in making that sort of connection? Because it's probably going to be a different sort of environment that you're operating in now.
Never feel comfortable, man. People feel comfortable with what they do. Never stay where you're at. Always add, improve things. Run like someone is chasing you. Run your business like someone is going to take it from you. Grow your business. I mean, always keep fighting. Never think that you don't have competition. We do have competition called eBay and Amazon every day. So if you don't have someone standing next to you, you do have competition everywhere with Amazon and eBay, as I said, and online. So become part of that space. Work on your websites. Invest in the websites. Repair shops and wireless shops. You need to get out of your mindset that the business will walk into my door just because I opened the store. These days are not as easy. You know, the days are not the same. We're in a different environment. We're in a different time. Invest in marketing. Invest in adding better parts. You know, I see, I'm in a lot of groups and I see a lot of people discussion that jumping from one vendor to another. Build a relationship with some vendors and stick with it. Stay with your vendor in the good days and the bad days, because they will stay with you in the good days and bad days. Building relationships. Relationships what made me go through this bad time, because I picked up my phone, called the guys that I know. I said, hey, things getting tough. We need to stick together. Let's get closer and see what's going on and help each other. So not being comfortable, always looking for something new, not new, like, improve what you do. You don't have to bring something new. Just let's improve our stuff. Like you guys do, RepairDesk. I looked at the software a year and a half ago, and I'm looking at it right now. It's two different things. It's way better now every time, and it's going to be better next year, and the year after is going to be better. So you guys always improving your things, and I'm improving mine, and that's what the stores need to do. Improve the efficiency, training. Don't give up on your employees. Talk to your employees. Get together, meetings, and get close to your clients by talking to your clients on social media.
I'm guessing that the whole point of you, like sort of getting together with your people, right? Making sure that, you tell them, all right, let's stick together. They really appreciated that, because they were going through hard times just as everyone else, right? They would want to be able to secure their business. They will want to be able to know that, they'll be able to go through with it. Same for your employees, because, when you know that business is not going well because of the pandemic, you're going to be very shaken up about it. You're going to be very scared. So sticking around with them, letting them know that, we work together, we're going to be better, we're going to be fine. That's how it is. How do you feel that, that sort of aspect of community is within the repair industry, within wireless phone industry, and, how do you think it could be made better?
As an individuals, they need some guidance. I can see the guidance are missing, and that's why I talk to them sometimes. And I jump in the groups and I say different conversation. And I'm sorry, I don't speak parts, I don't speak screens, because everybody speaks that language. I speak marketing and billing and efficiency and training. I bring different value, different conversations to the groups. And sometimes in the groups, some of them like it, some of them they're like, oh, I don't know about this. I don't want to. They have to open their mind for other things. They have to be open always to listen. I listen to anybody. I'm open to listen. That's why I'm where I'm at. Because I'm going to listen. Doesn't mean I'm going to do what you tell me, but I'm going to listen to you and learn from you. And that's what they need to. They need to change their mindset and become they're business owners now. You have to be open for everybody. You have to open for good and bad, but at least open your mind, train, and invest in yourself. A lot of them don't invest in themselves. When I say invest in yourself, is by training, taking sales training. There's a million of them online. I'm building my own sales training, but it's taking a little longer because I guess when you build your own thing, it's just you need it to be perfect. But one day it's going to be out, hopefully. But sales training, just having a uniform. When customers walk into a store and everybody's wearing the same shirt with the name tag, it changed the whole perspective. It bring them up. So a lot of stuff that a little bit they're missing these things, and they just think opening a door, customers will come in, I'll make money. I hope it works like this for everybody, but it doesn't work like this.
So having that sort of thing really helps out with, getting customers in, getting them, to stick with you.
Put a loyalty program for customers, bring discounts, repeating customers, family discount, give them coupon when you finish with them. Like when, there is some department stores here, Kohl's. Every time I go there and I spend $100, they give me a coupon with 10% off for the next purchase or 20% off. They just keep dragging me back for with their coupons, and they tell me it's expired within 3 weeks or 2 weeks, or it started maybe next week for 2 weeks. So stuff like this. And I just looked at one of them sitting in my desk on my house, in my counter, and I looked at it like, oh my God, I'm going to have to go spend this 30% off. So repair shops, any business, they need, especially where you're talking about repair shops and prepaid shops, to give coupons and build a loyalty program. It's very important now. Everybody wants points. Everybody feels special. They want to feel special. So bring them back again by doing that.
Absolutely. Their loyalty with you deserves to be rewarded. And that's what customers really prefer. They like feeling special. They like feeling that, the other person that you're dealing with on the counter, they care about you. That's why there's a lot of, personalization that's going on with a lot of companies right now, where they provide personalized service. They offer you special discounts. They look out for you. And that's what customers really like. Do you think that sort of marketing approach is what most more repair shops and wireless stores need to offer more?
Yes. If they do that, I think this will be an extra step, an extra niche, at least above everybody else. And that will help. So loyalty. Let's repeat. Loyalty, adding a new product such as electronics or prepaid, more accessories, speakers, because it's there's a big speaker market now in the US. It's huge. Everybody loves music. So give them what they want. Maybe, how can I say this? Maybe, so there's a lot of gadgets in the electronic world. They can bring it. Gaming, iPad, maybe computers, little laptops, offering hotspots. I mean, there's so much they can add, and they can add many businesses on top of their business. They just need to open their mind, be open mind and willing to add these things. And never think that you're busy with repair. This is going to continue. Things can change a little bit, something can change or whatever. Just add more to what you have, so keep you strong. And that's very important.
I want to be able to talk about this a little bit more. I feel that, let's say that, a normal business owner is looking to be able to expand. And there are all these options, like you just mentioned. They can add devices. They can add game consoles. They can add laptops. They can add speakers. The problem is that these things will, number one, require knowledge of the set field that you're going to go into. And number two, will require investment to be able to get into and to be able to make a good return on that investment. And I feel that maybe business owners, they sort of shy away from that because they either don't know what they're selling or they don't have, it'll take away from their gains and they'll have to invest in quite a lot. How do we allay those fears? How do you think that we can sort of make them confident enough that, all right, this is a place that you want to be?
Just keep talking to them and show them examples and I want to go back again to when I was a retailer. I opened my store and I literally was meeting every week in a local coffee shop to exchange ideas with other business owners. I mean, we had a spot here not too far from my office. Actually, it happened to be not too far from my office. We used to meet and talk face to face, grab a cup of coffee, and just talk to each other. And what do you have? What you got? And let me see, what is this? We're talking about before iPhone, before the Androids come in. And this is how then the next day I'll stop by and see what he has. And this is now all can be done on the groups on Facebook. Someone has a new thing, they can share the idea. And that's what they need to get out of the groups. I see a lot of the groups is sometimes, they help each other, but a lot of them bring an issue and nobody helping as much. I jump in always and I say, hey, marketing, add Prepay. This is the application. That's what we're needing. We're needing more collaboration and helping. And we need to stop thinking that people's trying to copy you or take ideas. I think they're more protective to their business than sharing knowledge. Sharing knowledge is powerful. You share your knowledge, people will like you. Then people will buy from you. Then people will come to me. And that's what I do. I share my knowledge all day long, and I'm willing to share it with everybody and other. So keep your eye open in the groups for new ideas, and stay away from the negativity, because there can be some negativity in some groups. So stay and get what you can get to help your business and add more stuff. and read. I mean, the internet, man, the internet, YouTube, Google has everything. What else? I mean, every day I'm on YouTube learning and listening to podcasts and what we do right now. I love to listen to people talking, exchanging ideas, because that's how I learn from these things.
It is a great way to learn, to be able to, go online, look at podcasts, look at YouTube interviews, look at all sorts of people, basically just sharing on LinkedIn even. That really helps out a lot, because people are there with their precious experience, with their, the things that they've learned in life the hard way. And they're there to share it so that your life is easier. You can make better on your business. And that's a great way to be able to do this. And it is so, so great that we have technology that supports it these days. We have great internet. We have devices that get us done. We have platforms that allow for that sort of stuff. And I feel that, yes, absolutely, it should be used. Let's talk about your experience with this sort of stuff. Within that community where you sort of like bring ideas, talk to people, share stuff, you might have cultivated a lot better relationships. Could you tell us about like how those relationships have been cultivated, and how they progressed forward?
I built so many friends, just me posting on social media and saying, there's two posts I did, and it's been working very, very well. I said, if you need any help, reserve 15 minutes with me, and let's talk about how can we improve your business. So far, I had over 20 calls. This is just 3 days ago, or beginning of the week, I did this. So this is connecting me with people, and some of them saying, I'm glad that we spoke. How can you help me with marketing? How can you help me with this? My goal from this post is, and I tell them in the beginning, I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to show you what you need to do. And if you like what I say, we can do business. If you don't, it's okay. You let me know when you're ready. So I believe before we have to give. And I tell the store owners, when you give your consumers what they need and the right advice, and let me like, for example, if someone posts on their Facebook, let me show you how to add 6 months life to your phone. Let me show you how you can protect your phone from being wet. Let me show you how you do this thing here. Customers will like that. Absolutely will like that. They will say, this guy is not, this guy is here to help us and give value to people. And it's not every move I have to make, I have to expect money from it. But money will follow, man. Money will come like tsunami. But you just need to show your heart and soul, and you're available for your customers. And that's how they're gonna like you. Because consumers always think that you're after them for money. No, I'm not here for I mean, everybody open business for money, but you're here to help the community and to give to the community. And that's how you rise, and that's how you come up. You guys do a great job by giving a free 2 weeks. I'm sure you're willing to work with people on all different aspects, but you give so much in order for you to get back. So to get back again, I invest my time in education. Some of my time, like 20% of my time, I give it to the community, and I make money from the 80%. But my 80% is full as 120%. So my 80% is always full. Like I need more time. I'm so happy with my 80%, even 70%. It's equivalent to another guy's 120%. So that's how you grow. Give and get.
Right. So basically, it's about adding value to the people that you're talking to. It's
Absolutely.
not just about selling them a product, because everyone is going to be wary of that. Everyone knows a sales pitch when they see one, and we've gotten to it so bad that we see everything as a sales pitch. But that's not really what it's supposed to be. This whole concept about inbound marketing, where it's not about selling the product, it's about providing value so much that people come to you. They want to do business with you. They want to talk to you. And that's, I believe, the principle that you're going for.
Yes. Give value, then ask for the sale.
Absolutely. That's great. That's excellent.
Build value.
So that's basically, I believe, one of the things that you feel that repair shops and wireless stores, they can excel at, they can do better at. Because, obviously they're businessmen, they're started new, they don't know how things really work. It's mostly focused on the sale, but there are things beyond the sale that will help them out. Things beyond the sale that will help them secure more investment, more revenue.
Yes.
And that's what they need to focus on. And, obviously when you expand your business, there's only a point to which, you can increase your sales by just, pitching your sales. You have to do above and beyond. You have to go more than that.
Right.
That's great. That's awesome. So, what sort of feedback mechanism do you have for people who you interact with? How do you determine that this person has taken things positively, and if they want to share something with me that I can use to improve my business or to help other people, how do you go about that?
Let's say, for example, I work with. I represent. We do marketing and I help with the prepaid as well. So let me talk about the prepaid. I don't keep bringing every company out there. I represent 3 companies: AT&T prepaid, Verizon prepaid, and H2O. There is about another 20 MVNOs out there. I can't bring all of them, and I cannot work with everybody. I have to be loyal to a few people, because reality, if someone owns a store, for example, and they do 50 activations on 2 products, that's 25 each, 20, 30, you're satisfying everybody. If you bring every single MVNO out there thinking that you're satisfying the consumers, which is actually you're confusing the consumers. Don't offer every product out there thinking that you're going to help your consumers. You're driving yourself crazy. You're driving your employees crazy. You're not satisfying any of your vendors because you're dividing 2 activations here, 3 activations here, 2. You know what I mean? It's not going to work. You have to be loyal to few products, and then you need to push these products. You build a relationship with the consumers. You become an expert in what you do. When you do few things, not everything. That's expertise. You become expert in what you do, and then you satisfy your vendors. Then you build a relationship. Then whenever there is a special, they always will take care of you. I noticed a lot of retailers, they get frustrated by selling 6 products. The next month they have 8 products. The month after they have 10 products. Don't do that. I mean, when I say products, wireless products, brands. You got Verizon, you have AT&T, and you have T-Mobile, and that's it. Get one of the carriers, one of the MVNO that's represent one of these companies, and that's it. And the more you add, the more you're unsatisfied. So loyalty is important in this business. I don't see a lot of loyalty. This needs to change. We need to be more loyal to each other. We need to stick with each other. For example, I'm working with let's say I'm a retailer and I have RepairDesk. RepairDesk did not pick up my phone because I called them in a time they're closed. I should not be pissed off at them and move to another company. I need to work my stuff with the company I work. Same thing here. We're not perfect. We build a relationship with someone and cut them a slack when there is an issue happen. Because if we keep jumping from one, I call it the monkey business, jumping from one branch to another branch. I mean, you're never going to be, you don't want to keep jumping like a monkey. We got to stay together. We have to stick together and build a business. And that's very important. Very, very, very important that we need to work on. This industry needs a little bit of loyalty, needs a little bit of understanding, and work with your vendors and build a relationship. Jumping from one to another, you'll never build a reputation. Build a reputation with someone, tie yourself with them, and you grow your business.
I think that's a good way to put it, because let's say, any business would face some certain issues with logistics, with being able to provide their services properly on time when required, because you can't be on and ready to go 24/7. It's just not possible. So we need to have that sort of understanding that, if we can face issues, so can our vendors, so can the people that we're working with, and we need to give them that margin. So that's basically the whole cooperation aspect, working with it. Also, you've been mentioning that, your basic thing is that don't spread yourself thin by putting everything that's under the sun in your store. That's not going to work, because you're going to be confusing your customers. You're going to be confusing yourself. It's going to be very aggravating because you'll have so much to take care of, and your margins will be spread so thin that it's not going to benefit anyone. Instead, stick to one and focus on it. Build that relationship. Cultivate that. Give your investment to one, because it's a lot easier and it's more profitable.
Yep. If you're a repair shop, work with 1 or 2 parts vendors. That's it. Not 20. 1 or 2. That's it. Or if you want to change one of them for a reason because their lack of service or anything, then you change them and you just drop that. But please don't be jumping from 6, 7 vendors because this guy has a cheaper screws, this guy has cheaper cables. this guy has a cheaper. Just stick with one guy or two, and that's it. Prepay, offer 2 to 3 brands, and that's it. Not the whole world. You know what I mean? There's a reason when you go to a chicken store or chicken restaurant, they sell chicken. And you know what I'm saying? They're loyal to. You cannot offer every food in the world in one restaurant. It's just not going to work. And add. When I say add new products, add a new line of business. For example, you're doing repairs, add speakers. You did add speakers, add prepaid, you know what I mean? Then add handsets, financing, parts, all these things. Just if it's a whole different avenue to add, but don't be copying. Like I said, when you do a billing system, just work with one company, not 10 companies, because you need one system to put everything together. That's what I keep telling them. Don't spread yourself too thin and keep jumping from one vendor to another vendor. When you're pissed off with this guy, you go to this guy, from this guy to this guy.
You have to create that stickiness. You have to stick around with your person long enough that you know that's sure. All right.
Yeah.
So, in your experience, which vendors and which prepaid services do you feel have been the most helpful for you and for your businesses?
I do Verizon prepaid and AT&T prepaid. They're big companies in that prepaid side. I have HO. It's an old relationship with them, and that I kept. I was working with Trapphone back in the days, and I dropped that relationship because of a lot of reasons that we were not seeing eye to eye. It's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make them bad. It doesn't make me bad. We just didn't agree, and I moved on. I buy my products, my handsets from a couple of guys from New York and a local guy here, and that's it. I've been dealing with the same vendors for the past 10, 15 years. I do not change my vendors. I don't care what happens. I mean, I added one extra one during the pandemic because one of my suppliers was completely closed for almost 2 months. So I don't jump. Emails, blasts come to me all the time. XYZ a little cheaper than what I buy from this guy. I don't buy from someone I don't know. It's just not going to happen. I need to know the person. I need to know the company. I'm not driven by the price. I'm driven by the quality. People just jump from the price. How much is you charge? Because if you charge me more, I'm going to go somewhere else. It just doesn't work like that. We're running a business here. And let's say one of my vendors increases prices. I'll call him. I'll ask what happened, man. And I'll tell him other people what they're selling, but I'll stick with it until he give me a reason to leave.
It's understandable because obviously, you've put time and you've put effort and you've invested a lot into that relationship, right? And you want to be able to make it work for the best way that you can. Yes. It's not simple. It's not easy to be able to jump from one vendor to another, even though people do it a lot of the time. But sticking around with your person, right? There's a lot that goes into it, and you form that sort of bond. You form that comfort level with them, so that if anything does turn sideways, you still have that sort of connection with them to be able to say, "Hey, what's going on? Is everything okay? Are we going to be okay with business?" So it's a lot more easier to be able to do that when you know the business that you're working with and the sort of things that are happening there, and you have that inroad, as opposed to jumping to another vendor where you know absolutely nothing and just going with it.
Yes, and like I said again, the loyalty is important, and then you build that trust with your vendor. If someone working with me for 5 years, do you think I'm going to give him bad advice to piss him off, or I'll give him bad products, or I will even allow me to buy a cheap products to sell it to my vendor, to my clients, and then piss them off? No, I will always fight for them like I'm fighting for my employees, and that's part of our success here. Is that we look for nothing but for quality. And I tell my clients, we're providing you quality, good products that brings you good customer, good feedback from your customers.
So, how's the response to all that been so far for your customers?
Good. I mean, we're not perfect. We're going to make, there's errors here and there happens, but thank God it's not happening like it used to be, like twice a year, maybe. I might have 2 a year, in one hand, I can count them, someone pissed off because, I mean, we do our best to make them happy. So our satisfaction is almost 100%, unless someone left us for a price, someone gave them a better price in a SIM card or something, saved them 50. You'll be surprised that a lot of business is driven by the price, not by the service. And they end up coming back because when you leave and you go and someone is not answering your calls, not giving you the direction that we do, not talking to you, you're going to come back again to me. And that happens all the time.
Well, I can understand that because, a lot of the market is motivated by price, but price is only like temporary. That's only a temporary sticking factor. It's good customer service. It's good. It's being able to take care of your vendors, of your retailers. That is what makes you stick in for the long run. So it's understandable.
And that goes same for the retailers. And I tell them, don't go cheap with your products, with your parts, with your phones. Do not go cheap. Don't be driven by the price. Give quality. And tell your customers, talk to your customers. Listen, I can fix your phone for maybe 70% of what I gave you the price, but it's going to be a bad part. It's going to bring you back. We're giving you quality service. We guarantee our work. We have top technicians here, and all these things that you have to put together and talk to your customer. Tell them that I have good products, good service. And that's what they need to hear. They want to hear it from you. When I go to a restaurant, I like to hear our beef here is organic. It's free. Just tell them these things. Talk to your customers and let them know that you are there for them to take care of them. And then they will come back. And broadcast this message on social media. Let them know that we have nothing but the best, and we stand behind our products, we stand behind our prices, we stand behind our services, and we're here to support you.
I believe, yes, that is absolutely what people want to hear, because good customer service, good quality matters to people a lot, especially in this day and age.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm guessing that, it will be definitely really hard to see a person that you built that sort of relationship with, move over because of pricing, because of something like that. How do you sort of work with that? How do you deal with that?
It does hurt you sometimes when a good customer that you build a relationship with for many, many years decided to leave because something just out of your hand you can't control. I really wish them the best if they stay with us or they leave. But I've seen a lot of them come back. I'm not going to tell you everybody supports me. I'm happy with what they do. Every now and then there is an error happens that I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna move this. I know you'll take care of me the next time. You're gonna do something for me next time. We're not in business to make 100% everything we do bring us money. That's not gonna happen. And at every business, like I have a friend of mine. I was talking to him yesterday. I met with a good friend that he sells cars, and he said we sold last month 190 cars. I'm like, wow, that's awesome, man. 190 cars in one lot. He said, yes. I said, you make money in every car? He said, oh, no. 20% of them, we just let them go. We got to recycle the thing. So I said 20. He said sometimes 25%. We just have to recycle. We cannot sleep on the car for 30 days. If a car stays in our lot for 30 days, we got to let it go, even if we have to even lose a couple $100, because sitting in the lot is a loss of money. I said, you don't go back to the guy who sold you the car and try to get your money back? He said, that doesn't work. I said, you know what? That's a great idea. So why would I sell a phone to someone and he couldn't sell it? He just blamed me for it. Why don't you sell it for your cost? Let it go. Let it go. Even throw a couple of accessories on top of it. Just let it go. Sometimes not every move in life is going to bring me money. Dude, if I think this is going to be happening, then I have a few millions of dollars I gave away for free. I need it back. It's not going to work. I give consulting. I work with people. I sit on the phone with someone for 40 minutes, for half an hour, sometime over the weekends. I give it away for free. I don't ask for money for every phone call I make, for every move I do, for every product I sell. There's a lot of stuff I give away. Same thing, stores, you need to put your stuff, clearance, get it out of the way. Don't hate on the guy who sold your product that didn't sell. Blame yourself for sleeping on it. And that's something they need to understand. And don't go cheap on your parts. You knew your vendor was selling you the quality and you went for another guy, cheaper products, and you're pissed off at them. Be pissed off at yourself. You're the one who brought the problem to yourself, the issue. So always move up. Don't go down. Move up.
That's actually a very interesting point that you raised right at the end, because it's all about accountability. It's about holding yourself accountable, as opposed to trying to push it on other people. That, all right, I'm mad at this guy because he didn't give me the right thing, or I'm mad at that because their prices were too high and I didn't stick with them. They could have cut me some slack. No, it's all about, because at the end of the day, you have a significant part of it as a business owner. It's your business at the end of the day. No one's going to be responsible for whether it fails or it succeeds other than yourself.
Yes. And that's something. They need to take some accountability on what they do. This is their action. This is your business. Quit blaming others and blame yourself, and move on and change the way you do and update your mindset. And another thing I just want to say, if you're running your business the same way you ran your business last year at this time with the coronavirus and pandemic, then you're doing something wrong. What do we update in our life? How did you update your business? Are you marketing? Are you broadcasting here? Because if you're doing the same way you're running your business before, then you're failing. You got to change. We have to change our mindset. We have to update our products. We have to update the way we do business. Safety is important. Work with your consumers. Run promotions. Economy is not as last year. I mean, it's not bad, but it can be worse. So be prepared for the worst and hope for the best. That's every day what I'm doing.
That's great. And what you just mentioned right now, there's a lot that people can do now. There is so much. Being able to, go on social media, talk to people, put stuff up, keep them informed, deals, sales, relationship building, sticking with vendors, that sort of thing. There's a lot that people can do, and all of that is beneficial. All of that, if they do over the course of a year, if it's different from last year,
Yep.
It will absolutely help their business. It will absolutely help them grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And life is beautiful. I mean, we're still in business. If they're still in business now, then they made it. All what they need just to do a little updates, a little tweaks here and there, and things will be fine.
Absolutely. And, judging by how you've been successful with your clients and with your customers coming back to you after leaving you, it seems like your business is doing absolutely great. So if anyone does want to find you, how do they get in touch with you? Where can people find you?
I can send you my bio. Just search for my name and you'll find me, Ahmed Abusharbain, and I'll send you a link after the call. You can post it, and they can find me all my social media platforms on that link.
All right, and you're based out of Missouri?
St. Louis, Missouri, yes. And I'm the CEO of Unlimited Prepay Distribution and UPPLuck Social. We're here in St. Louis, Missouri. We would love to work with everybody. All RepairPay stores are welcome. We'll put a link, and I hope you put a link on the call so they can click on it and they can apply for all the prepaid products. And I appreciate you bringing me on this call. This is amazing, man. I feel even closer to you right now and to your team.
Absolutely. The feeling is mutual, and it was a really nice call. I had a great time, and I hope you did too, and it was really nice. Can I ask if we can maybe do this sometime again in the future? Would that be okay?
I'm available for the industry at any time. Just give me 48 hours and I'll be available.
That sounds excellent. All right, Mr. Ahmed Abusharbain, thank you so much for everything. It's been a pleasure. We had a really great time, and I hope to see you in the future soon.
Sure, same here. Thank you so much.